Alors, nous venions de découvrir un cadavre dans le tombeau. Et il faudra qu'on dégage ici parce que c'est en train de tomber, il me semble. Hein. Je pense. Est-ce que Kira nous a ouvert la porte?
Schneider? You really should see this.
Do you think I'm stupid, Frau Leroy?
Jacek's body is in one of the catafalques. But if you don't think it's that important...
Was? Right, I'm coming down. But if this is some kind of trick of yours... Bateman killed Jacek? That quiet and unhappy man?
He was dispensable for Argo at that moment, but Jacek wasn't. The headquarters in the States requested him, so Bateman forged his papers and went to San Francisco to impersonate him. And there he continued killing, exactly according to the ritual described in the manuscript, in Vita Mortis.
What did you say? Where did you hear that name? Vita Mortis is a myth, a fiction.
I see. So Jacek and Bateman must have found something else here.
What? What did they find? When? They found Vita Mortis and didn't tell me. I don't believe that. Or maybe, Scheiße, that's why he has the same symbol on his forehead as the one in the catafalque. If there are other victims, victims with other symbols...
Vita Mortis is no myth, and you know it well. You were searching for it here.
Don't utter that name again. The book is said to contain dark, terrible secrets.
I read his notes. I think I know what he intends to do.
He wants to bring back his wife, doesn't he? His dead wife.
I need to make a call.
Lara? I'd rather not ask.
Hello, please. I need information urgently. Argo employs a man named Bateman. He lost his wife during their honeymoon in a foreign country. Where did that happen? Where is she buried?
Hang on.
Who are you, exactly? Leroy is not your name, nicht wahr?
I have it. Beatrice Bateman. Murdered at Bob's Motel near Tijuana. Buried in a local cemetery.
Thanks. I'll explain later.
I asked you something. You're not a tourist or someone from our competitors. So, who the hell are you?
Someone who has to finish this all now in Tijuana.
So many lives lost because of one book. Because of the secrets it holds. A blasphemous reporter who had no faith in ancient places. Stingy Jacek, who sold the manuscript against Bateman's will. Impatient engineers who caused a cave-in and injured Bateman. And Burke. That vain, arrogant Burke, who made others' achievements his own. And the fifth victim, whose despair will help Bateman finish his monstrous ritual. The curtain is closing, Lara. The show is about to end.
Bob's Motel, the place where Bateman's fiancée died, and where he will probably try to bring her back to life. I won't allow that. The time of cat and mouse games is over. It must end here and now.
Eh ben dis donc, quelle transition! Nous voilà maintenant à Tijuana, dans une voiture immatriculée en Californie. Pourquoi? C'est comme ça. 10 octobre 2012, je suis ici, près de Tijuana au Mexique. Je viens de me garer devant le vieux motel où Bateman a perdu sa femme. Et où il veut essayer de la ramener à la vie. C'est là où j'espère découvrir quel rôle Max joue dans tout ça. Quelque chose d'étrange est sur le point d'arriver. Un vent violent et sauvage déchire un ciel qui ne semble plus être de ce monde. Il est temps d'y aller. Et nous allons explorer.
I had to get here as fast as possible. It would be stupid to rent some piece of junk only to have it break down in the middle of nowhere.
Et c'est pour ça que tu l'as prise en Californie?
The engine is still warm. Someone arrived not long before me. Bateman?
On dirait la voiture qu'on avait en Afrique. Bon, alors, il y a autre chose. Entrée, premier étage. On va regarder un peu ce qu'il y a là-bas. En marchant.
Yes?
Lara, I have news for you. Wherever you are, you better sit down.
Near Tijuana, at Bob's motel.
What? What are you doing in Mexico?
He is here, Diego. And I'm not going to let him escape this time.
Wait, for Christ's sake. I'll make some calls and have some backup sent over to you. Don't do anything on your own.
No, this won't wait. And Diego? Thank you.
Lara, listen, damn it, I had a call today.
Pourquoi il l'écoute pas, cette conne? Peut-être qu'ils ont retrouvé Max.
Bob has two problems. No imagination at all, and quite bad judgment on where to open a shop. Or he's a hermit. This surely wouldn't go anywhere, even if someone filled up the whole tank. The driving mirror has almost fallen off. No wonder. Almost nothing is holding in place on this wreck. Just what I needed. And the owner of this car probably won't be angry with me.
On n'a plus rien. Ah, on a quand même un feu. Un arme à feu.
To get a gun in Tijuana wasn't difficult. I cleaned it and tried it out just to be sure. It could cost me dearly if it got jammed.
Ok.
I took this mirror off the car wreck standing by the gas station. Surprisingly, it doesn't even have a crack. A SWOA ID that is void right now, a driving license that I shouldn't show here, and a credit card I mustn't use here no matter what. Bingo, Lara! I had a badge here that I was so proud of. Papers, cards, and a badge used to be here.
Ok.
A long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign. No idea why.
Ok. Alors, quoi d'autre?
Common household matches can be bought almost everywhere. I'll take those matches. Maybe I will need a light somewhere. Some kind of Mexican beer. I don't recall seeing this before, but that doesn't mean a thing. I'm really not into beer anyway. However, I can name a couple of good Mexican wines.
Toujours en train de parler d'alcool, celle-là.
There's nothing like a good cigarette a few steps away from a gas station. The last entry is 4 days old. One Alejandro Munoz and his wife. Actually, I didn't expect Bateman to sign in here.
Pourquoi est-ce que tu signerais un registre dans une station-service? Enfin, bref, ok.
Don't smoke. Judging by all the butts lying around here, they have a really specific sense of humor. There's some food in it. God only knows how often they replace it.
Ok, bah si jamais on a faim, on va retourner près de la voiture, peut-être. Fourgonnette, désert.
Whirling dust, dark rolling clouds, and lightning flashes in the distance. Something is coming, and it's going to be big. At least I know Bateman is somewhere near. He's not likely to go anywhere in such weather. A man's body.
Oula.
Even in such heat, it hasn't started to decay. It's not been lying here for long. Without a doubt, it's Bateman's work. Poor guy. He probably just got in his way. I'd rather not examine him, but it looks like he was killed by a single shot. So no knife, no ritual. It seems Bateman is in a hurry. This valve controls the bottle's gas flow. According to the tag, it's pure oxygen. This valve controls the acetylene outlet from the bottle. The welding torch is connected to gas bottles with a short hose.
Ok, c'est un truc pour souder.
I have no idea what that poor guy wanted to weld here, but it's not going to happen now. I don't see anything that needs welding here in the car, and I can't drag those bottles anywhere else.
Ok, bah en tout cas, ça aurait pu faire une chouette arme.
This whole construction is really rusty and held by a single anchor cable, luckily in the same direction as the wind that's blowing into it.
Ok.
This thing probably won't stay here for long. Some of its parts have already abandoned their struggle with gravity.
On pourrait le faire tomber.
Were it not for that steel cable, wind would have torn the sign down long ago. What should I do with that? Climb it? No, thank you. I'd say that this...
On va tirer dessus.
Am I to use...
Ok. Ok, bah on va continuer à explorer. Il y a une moto.
I have to be careful. If Bateman is already here, I can't let him surprise me. If I make a mistake, it will be the end. No one will help me here.
Bah, voilà qui me rassure.
The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The room is... I don't know how I should open it, or at least not without making any noise. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. Door to one...
Ok, bon avant de faire quoi que ce soit, on va voir ce qu'il y a en haut.
It seems someone tried to repair the door here. I'll borrow the screwdriver. The room is dark. I don't know how I should open...
Ok. Pas beaucoup d'indications sur ce qu'il faut faire. Hein. Et comme elle a dit, oh là là, si... Ah, on n'a pas encore regardé celle-ci. Comme elle a dit que c'était dangereux et tout, je suis un peu stressée.
Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The shades in the window are drawn. One piece is ripped out at the top, but it's too high for me to look inside.
Ok, est-ce qu'on pourrait regarder ce qu'il y a au-dessus, peut-être? Est-ce que je peux faire un...
It's Bateman. I can see him. It's quite dark there. He probably has only a candle lit. He's leaning against a wall with his hands and forehead. And he's holding a gun. Damn. Damn, the mirror fell out of the frame and broke. Did he hear it? I should presume so. He has a gun and he knows someone is here. What now? I'll take a shard.
Ok. Bah, on va se casser. Il y avait encore des trucs à regarder ici, hein, mais...
No idea. A long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign.
Maintenant que j'ai un tournevis.
It was easy to detach the hose, but it has a long fissure in it. I don't know of what use it could be to me in such a state.
On a un tournevis et on a un éclat de miroir. On n'a pas vu ça.
Old, worn, but quality leather. Evidently, this armchair could tell many stories. I could indeed use a piece of leather from that chair, but I can't remove it with just my hands.
Ok, mais on a un couteau justement.
I'll cut a piece of that leather. This is exactly the material I could use. It's hard to tell what color this.
On s'en fiche de la couleur du truc, sérieux. Alors, bah, j'imagine qu'il va falloir faire un truc avec ce truc à souder.
Maybe
No.
someone used to drive here once and used this gas station, but it's long abandoned now.
Je sais toujours pas quoi faire avec ça.
No idea why I would. No idea. The welding torch is connected to gas bottles. The welding torch is connected.
Est-ce que je peux changer le tuyau et mettre le tuyau cassé que j'ai?
I'll detach the hose. It's too short, and the welding torch can't be moved anywhere with it.
Est-ce qu'on peut le réparer?
I'd say that this one.
Non.
I'd say that.
Non plus. Ce serait bien d'avoir un plus long câble et faire tomber... Ça nous permettrait de faire
It's no
tomber
use to
le...
attach this hose.
l'espèce de signe dans... sur le motel. Qu'est-ce qu'on a dans nos poches?
I left loose clamps on both ends of the hose. There's a long, deep fissure in the hose. It's no surprise it wasn't in use. The short hose was attached with clamps. The clamp is loose. I'll just take it. And here comes the second clamp. I'll throw the hose away. I don't need it anymore.
Ok, donc est-ce que je peux...
If I fasten the leather well, maybe it will work. Now it should hold well.
Ok.
The fissure is fixed. Now I can use the hose with the welding torch. I first need to firmly connect the hose before I can carry the welding torch around.
Oh sérieux, il faut que je mette un coup de tournevis?
Now only to attach it properly to the gas inflow and to the burner. I definitely don't want the gas leaking anywhere. That welding torch could possibly solve my problems. I'll keep it in mind.
Ok, et maintenant on va voir ça. Et on fait ça.
I'll move the welding torch next to the anchor cable.
Et on va allumer le bazar. Même si pour moi c'est pas vraiment une très bonne idée de laisser ça et de ne pas y toucher, mais bon.
Oxygen is flowing into the hose. The acetylene feed is now open.
Ok, donc là maintenant on peut l'utiliser.
No idea why.
Ouais.
No idea.
The torch's nozzle is aimed at the cable holding the neon sign.
J'ai dû rater quelque chose. Hein. Pourtant,
The valve is.
ok, j'ai compris. Allez. Il faut un peu de feu en fait.
While the burner melts the cable, I can move near the door, and as soon as the sign falls down, I'll rush in there and surprise him. After this crashes, he's going to be disoriented for a while. Oh God, let this work. Let's do it.
Drop the gun. Now! You're really a no-hoper. You know that? Ah! So what are we gonna do with it? So you know, Lara, what love means. True, unfailing, eternal love? That wound of yours, lethal, by the way. There are things which hurt much, much more. But they only hurt those for whom love is more than an empty word.
Yes, I know.
What could you possibly know? You know nothing. That I killed? So what? Even that's love. What is the life of a stranger worth compared to it? I killed 6 and I would kill 1,000. I would kill everyone if I have to. An empty, dead world with only her and me in it.
That's not love, that's madness.
They died so that she may live. And now I must die too. You don't fear for me, do you? It won't take long. My sacrifice will complete the ritual, and the angel of death will have to obey me. He will bring me back. But what's most important, Lara, she will return with me. We're going to be together again. All is going to be just like it was before. But there is one last step to be taken. Let's finish it, Lara. What's going to happen now is not for your eyes.
Don't be so stubborn, Lara. You're bound by things beyond your understanding. Don't fight it. Yield to it.
Never. I have always relied on my reason and my abilities, not on faith. As long as I breathe, until my heart stops beating, I will look for him. I will fight. Yes, let's finish it. And then darkness. Nothing but darkness.
So the arrival of a special police team or your transportation to the hospital, you don't recall any of that?
No. And Amanda, thanks for listening to me.
Listening is my job. And that story of yours, you could have died, you know that?
I was lucky.
The medical record even says you're... Atherton. Great. She'll be glad. Sure. I won't tell her you called. Jimenez, he's been asking about you every day.
I won't tell her you called? What did that mean?
He cares about you, probably more than he's willing to show.
He's great. I know, but you too. That's why I brought Max to you for therapy then.
You probably guess he's the reason I'm here now. Some parts of your story were disturbing. That the serial killer left messages and symbols only Max could had known.
But I don't believe that Max was Bateman. Or else I wouldn't have killed him, would I?
And the Angel of Death? That's a bit too much.
But I've seen her. I've spoken with her. I know some things directly from her.
Lara, listen. While it's unusual for a patient to create a person inside their own head and then consider it a real living person, it's not unheard of. Max told you about the Angel of Death, and you've created him inside your head. You were alone. You missed Max's helping hand, so you created someone to talk to. Someone that would help you. It's logical that no one else could see him.
So, I'm crazy? No, I don't believe that.
I didn't say that. In your case, it's not a steady state. Even now you feel it doesn't make sense, don't you?
But...
Well, it will be best to tell this straight. I've checked some things. Jimenez helped me with it. That Sheehan you cooperated with in China, she actually never worked for the FBI. She committed suicide. The FBI also checked the shaft on Mission Street where those dead bodies were found. They didn't find anything on the walls there. No writing, no sign, not even the remains of something erased. I've seen police photos from that Chinese restaurant. There was no writing on the freezer door. And Bateman? He was unsuccessfully undergoing medical treatment for dissociative identity disorder. He wanted to run away, and he wanted to get caught at the same time. That's why the clues were so confusing. Shall I continue?
But Kira, she was so real.
So tell me, what did she look like?
Wait, now that you mention it...
Let me guess. You can't recollect her appearance, or you've given her the first face that occurred to you. Until one particular moment, everything was real. That painting in the church underground contained some random connection with two of Max's paintings. And it was in that moment that your mind, wanting to get Max back so much, started creating its own world.
I don't know. I need time to think about it.
Well, I should go. I think you have another visitor. I'll come tomorrow. Doctor, she's yours.
Why have you come? I won't argue with you anymore.
Well, maybe this time we will agree. I'd like to apologize and say that as far as professional matters are concerned, you did an excellent job. You're getting promoted.
Great. Forgiven. You may go.
No, there's more. When you left for San Francisco, Diego told me he wanted to hire some people in Cape Town to keep searching for your husband. I managed to get him some funding, and those people of his crawled through all the hospitals, slums, and fishermen's villages there. They showed his photo hundreds of times and asked for someone injured, someone who could have lost his memory.
Thanks, but you didn't have to do that. It was pointless anyways.
Was it? Well, I guess that's another one of those things we won't agree on.
She lost a friend I didn't know. I was just a friend you didn't show. Just do what you meant, so I should go. I should go, just go away. We were meant to play that silly game, but instead I just felt ashamed. I just wanted to know if I should go.
What about them?
Put them to rest. It's time to go to sleep. For them. And for me.
That book, is it true? Does it tell how to live forever? How to bring someone back to life?
You can't believe all what they say.
But you said we had to hide it.
That book isn't dangerous because of what it contains. It's because of what people think it contains. What they are capable of doing to get it.
Well, it is safe in here.
Yes, Jabali. It better be.
Ok, c'est fini du coup. Ça fait toujours un peu bizarre de finir un jeu. Donc, si j'ai bien compris, à partir des événements de Mission Street, eh bien, tout était dans la tête de Lara. Je suis en train de réfléchir parce que quand même, la Kira, on l'a inventée, alors c'est ça? Et à la fin, on voit Max, mais est-ce que c'est encore moi qui délire ou bien c'est la vraie vie? Je crois que j'ai besoin d'un peu de temps pour réfléchir à tout ce que ça implique, en fait. Sinon, par rapport au jeu, de manière générale, j'ai trouvé ça assez mauvais. Que ce soit la façon dont les voix étaient faites, le son. Donc à chaque fois qu'il y a quelqu'un au téléphone, on n'entend rien à ce qu'ils disent. Il y a des lignes où les sous-titres sont corrects, mais on entend 2 fois la même ligne de dialogue ou à des endroits où elle ne devrait pas être dite. Les énigmes, c'était un peu bof-bof, hein. Ils essayent de faire des énigmes un peu réalistes, du genre la toute dernière avec les lampes qu'il faut brancher, mais... c'est chiant, quoi. C'est pas super ingénieux, il faut de la patience, il faut essayer de comprendre Enfin... c'est pas très marrant, quoi. Ce que je vais faire maintenant, c'est que je vais revenir en arrière et je vais voir si j'ai la possibilité d'obtenir la deuxième fin. Je pense vraiment que le choix qu'on a fait face à l'ange de la mort dans la chambre de Yaksek, là, a été vraiment un choix déterminant pour la fin. Donc, je vais voir si je sais l'obtenir. En fait, je pense que le jeu devient vraiment désagréable à partir du moment où Max disparaît. Parce qu'il n'y a plus cette dynamique entre les deux personnages et on est toutes seules, là. C'est moins marrant, puis c'est dommage parce qu'on était contents de les voir enfin tous les deux après le premier jeu. Donc voilà, c'est bien dommage, ma foi. Là, j'espère que le let's play vous aura plu quand même. Voilà, comme ça conclut un let's play que j'ai commencé en 2017. Bon, je vais voir si je peux avoir la fin alternative et si c'est le cas, je la publierai sur ma chaîne également. Sur ce, j'ai encore plein d'autres let's play disponibles sur ma chaîne, donc je vous invite à aller les voir. À bientôt!